I've on a few different apps today and seeing what kind of luck I have talking about my new book program, which I just got flagged for on TikTok. Um, Apparently, they didn't like that I was trying to move books without paying them first. I'm not sure what the rules are on YouTube, but for this video, I'm going to not use certain words. Yeah, so if anyone wants to ask me about this new book, which peaked at number 38 in psychological horror on Amazon last week and was in the top 50 for 3 days. I came up with the idea for the program 18 years ago at a recovery house that I was staying in. People were disappearing and nobody really questioned it. Nobody was calling the police or anything like that. So it occurred to me that it would be an interesting premise for a horror book. And I didn't get around to starting writing it until 2019 or so. And then it was like in publishing limbo for a couple years. Yeah. So it was originally supposed to come out in December of 2024, but it didn't happen that way. It was slow going with my book. Hey, hello to the couple people that just entered. My name's Alexander A. Manzoni, and I'm here answering any questions about my new book, The Program. Ask me anything. I want to talk about this, the story behind it. It was crazy. You know, this is a horror book, but a lot of it is based on my life and the crazy stuff that I went through. Exactly, like the crazy stuff from my son. He's playing in the other room. It was a lot. Like just getting through that period of my life, living at a recovery house, dealing with like originally it was 24 men or 27 men or something like that. The first bedroom I had was 8 dudes in bunks, just stacked on top of each other, violating the fire codes. Um, Crazy, crazy. There were so many people. There's so much drama, and I just got fed up with it after about 8 months and found an apartment to just get out of there because it was really bad, and people were disappearing right at this recovery house, and nobody ever questioned it. They would just say, "Oh, they must have ran out to go relapse." And nobody was calling the police or anything like that. So I thought, hey, that would be an interesting premise for a horror book. This idea of a recovery house where people check in but they don't check out, and people are mysteriously disappearing, and a couple of the guys living there, they go to investigate and try to discover what's going on, and in doing so, uncover a very dark truth about the recovery house in which they're staying. Yeah, I came up with this idea back in 2008. This book took like a couple years in publishing limbo before it came out. It came out on March 31st, and if you're interested, it is available on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles. and the Strand and Pals and all the cool online retailers. Basically, I need to move a lot of books to get out of this house. It's not a very good place for me, my girlfriend, and my son. We need to go and embark on a new chapter of our lives. We tried living here for 6 years with the situation that's going on here, and it's not good. And so that's why, like, when this book came out, I did what I never imagined that I would do, and I started contacting people all throughout my life. I was contacting people, coworkers, people from elementary and middle school, people from Newfield, people from Pennsylvania, people that had moved all over the country. And I was reaching out finally. Like, I always had this in my back pocket, and that I would reach out to people once I had something big in store, and this was finally it. Like, something that I'm truly proud of, truly, like, just very happy with, and it's very very nicely done. And then since then, it's been like, since I saw that it was on the Amazon bestseller list for psychological horror for 3 days last week, I've been trying to keep up that momentum by trying to find different avenues to discuss the book, get it out there, talk to people about it. I want to really engage with people, and you know, develop some relationships. Like, I'm not just an author trying to sell you a book. I'm not trying to sell a book. Wink, 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 wink. I'm just a man out here, and like, a family man trying to make a life for himself and realize his dream. A guy with bipolar disorder, Graves' disease, and a host of other ailments that has been suffering and on disability for many years. And I'm trying my best to get out of that, to not have to deal with that anymore, to be able to, you know, send my son to college and do all this other stuff. And the first step is like getting this book out, and the second step is trying to get as many sales as I can. Wink, wink. Definitely not selling anything here. Wink, wink. To try to get my publisher to make this thing into a movie, because last year he had one of his books made into a movie that ended up on Tubi. It's called At Death's Door, and apparently it did pretty well. It's got over 1 million views, and was hoping that if this did well enough, that this could get the same treatment, or even something more than that. Like, a lot of people said, "Oh, this would be great for Netflix." Just the idea of this, because it doesn't. I already have plans for many sequels to this. Like, this could be a franchise. Um, like, I have ideas for the direct sequel to this, but also like different concepts of, like, oh, for one of the books, I want it to be at the women's program, because I used to live we used to deal with the girls in the girls programs. They would come over. I even had my, like, recovery girlfriend and all that, and R.I.P. Holly. But also, like, one where it's like a kids retreat, one where it's a marketing retreat, one where they're at it's social media influencers going out on an island retreat or on a boat or something. Like, one could be space camp. Like, there's a lot of possibilities with the program and where it could go after this. And it's just going to kind of bank on that success. And then I want to use that to springboard into getting myself a literary agent. Hey, I'm actually from New Jersey, Newfield, New Jersey. Shankar Patel 3333. But I'm currently living in Spokane, Washington. Didn't know anybody here. We moved out here kind of on a win. It was weird. Like, my brother moved out here with his wife, and then my mom moved out here to be with my brother, and then I moved out here to be with my mom. And then when I got here, my mom was living with my brother. They didn't let me stay at their house, so I had to be going to a homeless shelter. And they were like, "Oh, if you stay good, if you act right, then maybe he'll let you act one day." And that never happened. Like 8 years later, and he's still giving me the cold shoulder. But you know what? I've stayed off of the hard stuff for 12 years now, and I've used like the different past traumas that I've had. Come to India, I don't know about that one. That would be difficult for me. I've got Graves' disease, so I like suffer from sensitivity to heat and that kind of thing. And I've got a lot of issues, so it's I've never, I barely ever leave this house. But basically, I go where I am wanted. And if they wanted me to come somewhere and was willing to foot the bill, I would come. Like I'm trying to talk to my publisher about doing horror conventions. I tried a book fair over the weekend, and it didn't go over so well. The book fair was focused mostly on literary fiction and poetry, so I only saw one other horror book there, and yeah, it didn't. I only moved two books. But that's okay because it was the book fair that actually got this thing printed in the first place. Because I was like, oh, you know, I got this book fair coming. I would really like my book to be out in time for that, and he made it happen. The good people at the Horror Connection, Mr. Pelton. Oh, I will come one day. I will come. I'm not coming now, but I will come one day. I would love to travel the world. I would love to do all kinds of things. But I've been very limited. Like I don't even drive. But if I get some money, I would like to buy a car or a truck and be able to do that kind of stuff. Like it's difficult. Like I'm suffering from all kinds of ailments and things. Like I'm kind of stuck near. I have to be near all these clinicians and specialists. I have to get all this medication all the time. It's ridiculous. Like I wasn't going live for a while or even doing videos because of my Graves' disease. Like until I started putting Aquifer all over my face, my skin was crusting off of my face and like just like constantly falling off. So every time I go to shoot a video, I'd have like pieces of skin like falling off of my eyebrows and stuff, and it was just kind of gross. And I found myself deleting things and just being like, okay, I don't feel comfortable with this, but you can see like my face is red and stuff like that. It's not because I'm drinking right now, but it's like this Graves' disease that Wendy Williams had. Like she had that thing where she like had the she passed out on the air and people thought she was all on something. Oh man, I'm just doing what I can to get this to get the word out because this book is very important to me, and being able to live life as a writer is very important to me. I made a decision to just devote as much energy and time as I could to this, because so many of my friends didn't make it. Oh, this book is called The Program, and it's available on Amazon. The Program by Alexander A. Manzoni. I just got flagged on TikTok for trying to move books, so I'm trying to be careful about my word play here. Uh, it just came out on the 31st of March. It's the tale of a recovery house run by S word unalivers. Oh, good. You know what? It should be. I should be banned everywhere, honestly. I'm so over it. I had quit the app for about a year because I kept getting censored for content. They really have my number. They don't like it that I'm a poet, that I tell people to think. and that the kind of stuff I'm producing kind of diverts them from their apps. Like, if they're reading a book, they're not picking up their phone. Um, but it's like, I have over 6,000 followers on TikTok, so I wanted to reach them. Because, like, last week I started messaging all of my old friends, acquaintances, buddies, like on my friends list on Facebook, trying to get the word out. And it was amazing the response that I got. Like, I couldn't believe how many people, and it was people that I didn't even suspect would would be interested. Ended up ordering copies, and well, it was just a flood of support. And then I was like, oh, so I could go from here. Like, I didn't think I was going to have anything really here on Facebook. So let's see what I got elsewhere. TikTok, I got 6,000 followers. Like, someone is going to want to buy the book, right? I had people that were following me for years up until I stopped. I made a video at the book fair, and people were like, oh, where have you been? And I was like, yeah, well, I keep getting censored and all this stuff taken down and stuff. So I was like getting tired of the drama and arguing with them. And then I posted a video of my a poetry show that I did the day after. And I don't even think it was that bad. I didn't really review it all, but I don't think it was that bad. But they censored that, removed the audio, sent me a message that they were trying to protect their community and all this other stuff. And it was just like another just reminder of like what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with the darkness, and I'm trying to use that to get people's attention. A lot of people are using that dark app, and I've just thought that it's worth a shot. And I'm just gonna. I guess they want me to pay. I guess I'm gonna have to pay them. Yeah, but then I went to go in to set up an account with them for a seller, and they wanted my driver's license photos. Are you believe in God? Well, yeah, I do believe in God. Yeah, so like I've gone through a lot of ups and downs spiritually in my life. In my teenage years, I definitely was like an atheist and turning into an agnostic, and it took a lot of different, let's call them spiritual experiences, to realize that there's definitely something out there that can't be explained, and not everything in this world can be explained. Not every single thing can be explained. And when my son was when my girlfriend was pregnant with my son Xander, and it was a high risk pregnancy. There was a lot going on with that. I was praying for that, praying for him to come out safe and healthy. And when he did, it's kind of like time to pay the piper. You owe it. You owe and I've had a lot of anger in my life for just like how difficult things have had been for me these past ever since like the year 2000. A lot of people say my life is like the story of Job. Just constant, just bad stuff has been happening to me throughout my life, and when I tried to clean myself up and I stopped committing crimes, I stopped. Oh, I just turned 40. Yeah, I just turned 40, so I didn't clean up until I was 27. I started writing at age like 11 or 12, poetry around age 12. I've been performing poetry in the city live for 10 years. I've just been, really grinding. I haven't missed a day of writing since 2018. Hey, you know what? Take advantage of, everything you got. Like, do what you can with what you've got, like, at your fingertips. And that's what I've tried to do, like, through all these years, building up a following on throughout all the apps. I've got about 13,000 followers throughout all the apps and accounts that I have. Only 200 on YouTube. Man, it's tough to get followers on YouTube. But I tried a podcast. I tried claymation. I tried music. I did all this other stuff that was like to supplement the writing, like for the. Hey Richard, how you doing? I'm here talking about my new book, The Program. Um, and I keep getting in trouble on apps for talking about it, but it's it's by Alexander A. Manzoni, and it's available on Amazon. I am not recommending that anybody spend money on that. Wink, 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 wink. I'm doing everything I can to try to promote this damn thing, and somewhere down the line, maybe I will be paying for ads and things like that. But right now, I thought, oh, of course, yes, I'm an author and poet. I've been writing for 27 years. I'm 40 now. This book, I came up with the idea in 2008. It took me a few months to write it over the course of like 2018. Hey, how you doing? That's right, I'm the Heartbreak Kid. Oh, man. Hey, that's great. Screenwriting, I tried that back around 2009. I liked it. Like, I wrote a few different scripts. I tried to make a movie, but I'm bipolar, so organizing things very not my forte, and managing stuff. But I got like a whole cast of people together, tryouts and things and locations, and it just never gelled. Like the camera guys ended up. It took too long. The camera guys graduated from Temple and went on to California, and at the time I was in New Jersey. Not a lot of stuff going on there. My brother, he graduated second in his class in Temple University film studies, maybe like 12 or 13 years ago or something. And I thought he was going to be the one making the movies and doing the horror stuff. And it ended up being me, the college dropout. So, oh yeah, being bipolar isn't great. So it does add, some people that are bipolar have an added sense of creativity. Like I can come up with stuff just out of nothing all the time because I've got racing thoughts. So when I get bored of things, I start coming up with shit and just anything. Whoops, anything I can think of. But like it's just made like just daily living just impossible in a lot of senses. Like maintaining schedules. Um, just a lot of different stuff. And when I was younger, I had a lot of substance abuse problems that made everything so much worse. And then I didn't actually clean up until about 2015. Um, yeah. Now I still smoke. 'Cause it's legal here. I have some beers, but like just trying to deal with all of that, the mania, the anxiety. There's a lot of like, oh my, there's a lot of things that I deal with that a lot of people are like, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. Like I will, if I know I've got something to do, I won't be able to sleep, and I'll be up all night. I'll wake up super early, and I'll just like worry myself into exhaustion. So like doing all these events lately has been really super super hard for me, but it's like there's a lot of pressure because the book just came out. This is go time. I'm trying to get off of SSI disability. And I'm gonna need to unload a lot of books to do that because I'm on a lot of I probably like $1,000 a month just to in medical expenses for me. I've got let's see, the primary care doctor, the therapist, the psychiatrist, the endocrinologist, the prostate doctor, is the gastroenterologist, the Suboxone doctor. Um, those are the ones I could think of offhand. Yeah, anxiety is no joke. I feel like the way social media is and the way people communicate with each other too now, it makes it even more difficult to communicate with other people. unless there's like a screen or like they're just typing it out. Like it was so hard for me to start writing these letters to all these people from my past and sending them emails and things of that nature to let them know about this book. There's a lot of people I hadn't spoken to in 27 years. Since like the year 26 years, the year 2000, something like that. And so it was like I needed something really big to have up my sleeve before I would do that, because like you're putting yourself out there, and you know that the people who don't respond, it kind of hurts a little. But like out of the, I don't know, 100 200 people that I messaged personally, I'd say maybe like, well, like a maybe a fifth of them responded, and that was like way more than I thought was going to be helpful. Because like when I was on the streets back in 2014, I don't know how many. I think I might have had like 1,000, 2,000 followers back then, and I was on the street, and I only felt comfortable asking for like one person's help. Uh, hey, you know what? Movies. I wish there was more like great film to watch nowadays. I'm sure there's like a ton of like indie film that's flying under the radar that I'm not seeing, because like it's just the algorithms and all that. But like my brother just introduced me. My brother introduced me to a ton of like different indie films and stuff growing up, and my mother especially, because she had taken a film class in college, and I used to read her book, and she introduced me to like Citizen Kane and stuff like that. And I've always just had a great admiration for film and what it takes to be able to put something like that together. And I always just like, it's always been in the back of my mind, like, oh man, if I ever like got one of these books got successful, like what would I wouldn't give for it to be a movie? Like I don't need to be rich, you know. I don't necessarily need to be rich. I want to be rich, but like I just kind of like want to see my work come to life, and to be present with that, and to be able to engage with it and talk to people and about it, and also like to inspire people to be like, hey, look, I'm not going to live my life like that, like, or if I'm like or if someone's like trapped into a situation like this, like, because people get stuck in these houses and they can't come out because they can't afford to. That there are ways out, and it's not the end. Oh man, my phone's down to 10%. This is a good time to be a filmmaker. Like, all you really need is to drop about $1,000 on, maybe $800 on a camera, and get some lights, and go from there. Like, I was making short films about 7 years ago, just with my phone. I didn't have a cast of characters. I'm just like filming like random weird shots of things because I was inspired by David Lynch and all that. Um, and I was making short films out of my poems, and that's something else I could be doing in the future, if if things happen that way. At the moment, I'm like concentrating on the writing and getting the promotion of this thing, because it's go time. Basically, the success of this is measured by how well it does and how short of amount of time, and I'm just trying to get people over to the Amazon to order the program by Alexander A. Manzoni. Oh my goodness. My phone is at 10% or less. Oh, it's dying. Man, my phone's so busted up that I can't even plug the AC adapter into it. I have to use one of these things to charge it, because it just it's not working out. But I want to come back soon, because I had a lot more visitors here than I did on TikTok, which is interesting because I have 6,000 followers there and only 200 here. But they flagging me. They got my number. They've got my number. But I will be back soon before this phone dies. I gotta have at least a little bit of power so my girlfriend can call in case there's an emergency. I'm here with my boy. He's riding his little thingy here. New York City. Hell yeah. I've been there. I used to, well, not since 2001, but my mother used to take me to the Museum of Modern Art and the Natural History Museum, and we used to go to like FAO Schwartz. the Godiva store, the Warner Brothers store, Chinatown, Little Italy. I went to the top of the Empire State Building. It was a lot of fun. And then after the thing happened on 9/11/2001, we never went back. Oh, I used to go to the Macworld Expo, and my mom actually saw Steve Jobs before he died. He was like outside, just chilling, and she went out to smoke a cigarette and saw him. Like, oh yeah, can't forget Times Square. I think there used to be like a. I think I went to the NBA store there. And got a shirt with my name with it was a 76ers shirt with Manzoni printed on the back. My mother never took me to Greenwich Village because she was like that. She showed art there, but she was like, "That's not a place for young kids." And probably she was probably right. But if I could ever make it back to the East Coast to like visit my family and the extended family and stuff like that, like I'm trying to get my publisher to send me on to horror conventions because I'm really interested in that because I really like talking up the book, doing interviews. I got an interview coming out in a few days um, that they did like of me 3 months ago, so I'm like currently updating the responses because I was like, no, I'm in Washington State, Spokane, so 600 miles from Seattle, very in a suburban neighborhood, very you know white America. But it was a good, great neighborhood to move in. This city's actually going into the toilet, so it's been finding a good neighborhood here is kind of tough. But like the house I'm living in has gone just craziness because my girlfriend's parents have serious issues, and things have not been working out with them, and we're trying to move out of this house. We won't be able to afford to move somewhere else in Spokane. Oh yeah. So like with Benny and June, I went to the sometimes I go to this cafe. I think it's called Ferguson's, and they filmed the scene there or something. They have like posters and stuff up there. Um, it's interesting that they used to film big projects here in Spokane, and then I think the last thing I remember hearing that they filmed here was Z Nation, probably like 12 or 13 years ago or something. It's possible because like the crime has gotten so bad here, like, and they don't bust anybody for like theft or like simple possession or all this other stuff that like I used to get busted for back in the day in New Jersey. They would just, if someone thought you were doing something wrong, they would they would freaking call the cops. Um, and then out here, you see someone committing a crime, you call the cops, they don't do anything. And a lot of the stuff going on with my first book, was written because out of frustration with what was going on, and yeah, and that's just how I like do this kind of stuff. Is just well, you know what? It's pretty cool out here. It's pretty cool. Like I wish I came out here when I was younger, and I wasn't so sick because hey, what are you doing? My son's dumping stuff all on the floor. Because like there's so much outdoor stuff to do, and I'm just too sick to do that now. My feet are ruined. Um, I've got Graves' disease, so I'm just constantly ill, and BPH, which is another thing. Uh, but it was cool taking a train out here, the Amtrak, because I got to like travel across the country and see a lot. Although I had to manage to live for 5 days with only $30 in my pocket, and everything on a train costs $1 million. So I basically starved my way across the country. And by the time I got here, I was so ready for it to be done. Like my computer broke the second I got on the train. I only had a dial one of those old-fashioned phones, not a smartphone. So I wanted to blog the whole way across the country, and that didn't happen that way. So I just wrote poetry. Oh yeah, New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Well, I mean that was my life. That was my life for so long. Was just New Jersey and Pennsylvania, and towards the end, I didn't go no. I wasn't going nowhere. I was so broke. The only place I went was to go pick up some more stuff that I should have been picking up. But like, if I had money, and depending on the places you are, like New Jersey is a beautiful place, beautiful place. So much fun. Like they don't have where I live now. They don't have a boardwalk. They don't have the ocean. And it's like over in Seattle, it's not like the same kind of ocean. It's like rocky coast. It's not fun beaches and stuff like that. Like I miss a lot of things about the East Coast, but I couldn't. There was nothing left for me back there, and the police were like, they had my number. Like the judge literally said, "I don't want to see you here ever again." Um, oh my, Jersey City. Whew, that sounds pretty rough. Well, so I lived in Newfield, which is like in Gloucester County. So we basically thought all those northern cities were just like the worst places you could possibly live in the world. The furthest I lived was Trenton. I lived there for a few months with my girlfriend, and that was bad. There was, I mean, there was gangs moving stuff 2 blocks from the police station. That's how bad it was there. I had like an 8-year old come up to me and ask me if I wanted anything. And I was like, sure, okay. That's the kind of life I was living. It was bad. And it's only from what I understand, it's only gotten worse. Like I've seen the TikToks about from Kensington and that kind of and Camden. Like it was just so many of my friends are dead just because they would go out to the city, get what they needed and come back home. But some of them got stuck though in those places. Like they would end up living out there, living on the street. And, man, that's bad. I'm gonna. All right, my phone's really gonna die now, so I gotta bid you goodbye. I'm gonna try to come back when my phone charges. You have a good day. Thank you so much for talking. The program is out on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and all the Powell's, the Strand, and all kinds of other outlets. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. Thank you. Xander says, mwah, mwah. I love you, Xander. Mwah.